Hello, YouTube, and welcome back. So, I don't know where we left off, but today is March 5th, which marks the official first episode of Emerald. Now, I changed things from the previous one I talked about. Exul, he wakes up with his new power, both of his new powers. So, I did explain in the last chapter that Exul was a Craver, and he was from the Craver's realm. So, unless you guys know the story of the current, you guys don't know how he um, inherited the Craver's world after his world got destroyed and him forgetting all that shit. And it's a very complex plot, but it's been all sorted out. Everything's fixed. Exul's back as his normal self, and he also re-accept his Craver's powers and inherited fully. Probably didn't word that right, but whatever. Yeah, so he he now I told you he is able to interact with alternate beings, spirits, demons, and interact with other realities. So what he does is, as he has his own powers, Emerald. He goes back into the Craver's realm. Well, not, I don't think he can do that because the Craver's realm was destroyed. I did say that it was vanquished. There's no way of getting back, but he's able to enter this alternate universe, this alternate being that enabled him or gave him the power to obtain the Craver's DNA code or genetic makeup. He goes back to her and accepts it again, but completely and fully. So now he's able to become a Craver again. He's able to accept it, and since he was a Craver before, and since he now understands what happened to him as a Craver and before a Craver, he's able to go back and be a Craver and be the best Craver or a better Craver than he ever was before, or that he has ever been or done in his life. So, with that said, the series starts with him coming back as Emerald, and it shows the stunts where he's with this alternate being that allows him to become his Craver self. He I tell you, Craver, the ultimate, the whatever you want to call her, spirit or whatnot. I'll tell you, whatever is this shit. Sorry. So I'll tell you, I think I had my hand on the mic or the volume wherever the sound records. So this spirit or alternate being or whatever, it was very attractive, very sexy. When Exul was a Craver, he had these abilities. They were vampire like, but they're also the demon like in a way. So he lusts a lot more, and then at the same time, people are attracted to his lust, and he's more attractive in the sexual field of energy. So he's very manipulative as a Craver. Not only that, his genetic makeup changes, so his battle style changes a bit. But since he's back with his emerald self, his battle style doesn't completely change. It's like half and half. Well, it's full, but then it's the other full. So it doesn't. Let's say it's a more perfect battle stance than it ever was. So you have him now. He has red aura and green aura, and instead of having both of his eyes red like he did with his Craver, one eye is green and the other one is red. I believe his left eye is green and uh, no, his right eye is green and his left eye is red. So long white hair, some of it's in a ponytail or whatever. It's wrapped. It's Chinese, whatever you want to fucking call it. While his long silver hair, it kind of curves, kind of like a upside down Christmas tree. It curves into his forehead, the front part. It's an interesting hairstyle. Maybe I'll draw it sometime. Um, his suit. Now, his suit and his body equipment is made specifically for him for combat because only he knows his body best, so he buys the best gear for himself for combat. So, extreme shock absorbers. Oh my god, I cannot talk today. It's too much caffeine, guys. Too much fucking caffeine. Shock absorbers for his lower body gear, and then advanced metal protection and shock absorbers for his upper gear. He uses melee, but he uses his two new swords, what basically made out of emerald material. So he uses two swords. One's a Craver sword, and the other one's his emerald sword. So one is of red Craver origin makeup, and the other one is of green emerald origin makeup. So yeah, yeah. So most of the opening shows Exul, and it shows his new forms. It shows some new enemies, and it shows basically mostly his Craver's being, which is that female he inherits the Craver's gene again from. So, since I cannot talk or speak properly today, I'm going to end the video short, and I'm going to end it with another video